Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I just got done reading one of the most anticipated issues of the year. That's right, today I'm bringing you my honest review of Timeless issue number 1. This was just published by Marvel Comics, and it's this special one-shot that they're publishing on this last week of the year to usher in 2022 and give a little bit of a preview for what's going to be coming in this upcoming year. We also got a very special announcement, sort of like a half reveal of the next big Marvel event, which is going to be starting in 2022 as well. This is going to be a spoiler-free review. Usually these single-issue reviews I do spoilers, but this time around I'm just bringing you guys a really quick review just to let you guys know what I thought of it, but without spoiling anything, because this is a really important issue that any Marvel fan will need to read. You can see on the cover here already, though, it is centered around Kang. He's easily the main character of this issue. We also have a first appearance character, which ends up being pretty central to this one-shot. It's 40 pages in total, so it is a lot of comic to read all at once, but it's not too word-heavy. It's pretty easy to get through. I probably read this in like 20 minutes in total. We have artwork, though, by Mark Bagley, which was awesome. He did about half of the issue. Kev Walker did a lot, and then Greg Land did also. Overall, the artwork was pretty good. It wasn't too colorful, though. That was my main thing, because Kang was the main character, right? We just had like the purple and green of his costume, but then there honestly weren't that many actual Marvel heroes that appeared in it. That might seem like a little bit of a turnoff for a Marvel Universe event sort of comic, but it ended up being pretty good, and we did see some previews of what's going to come in 2022. It's written by Jed MacKay, who's easily one of my favorite writers in the comics business right now. He's been killing it on Moon Knight, on Death of Doctor Strange, and I bet he's going to write some really cool stuff, probably some event comics coming up in 2022. Like I said, this issue does wrap up in itself. It's just this one and done story. It is a one-shot, but we only get this one double-page spread that's the most important for what's going to end up coming in the Marvel Universe. I'm not going to get too into like the context of why we see this little preview of what's to come, because I'm avoiding spoilers in this video, but I did want to go over a few of these little previews that we got in this splash page. Basically, we just see Kang and his servants are looking at these different possible futures of the Marvel Universe and these different things that could happen in this next year, 2022, and things to come after that. A lot of these are just previewing things that we already knew were going to happen, but giving us a little more context, like Ben Reilly's Spider-Man. We see him featured here. The new Iron Fist that's getting a miniseries soon. We see the moon being blown up, which is going to have something to do with the Fantastic Four Reckoning War event coming up. We see a preview for the new Punisher series by Jason Aaron, and then an exciting one here is the Strange Academy character Doyle Dormammu, the son of Dormammu, this like crazy Doctor Strange villain with this flaming skull head, going against his father with a sword. We also see this brand new team of Young Avengers forming. I don't recognize any of the characters in the image there. Some things being featured here with the mutants possibly taking over Earth. All that will be told in the story of Krakoa across all the X-Men titles. And lastly, another pretty exciting one here is Captain America. It says, while an old icon falls, and we see Captain America clutching his stomach, injured on the ground, and then the Winter Soldier with a flaming gun standing over him. As for the actual main idea and storyline of this issue, though, I did want to get into that a little bit more. The issue opens up with this brand new character being introduced. His name is Dr. Petrov. He's a really smart guy, a writer, probably a philosopher. I think he is a new character that's never been explored before, but we see Kang visiting him for the first time, because Kang, of course, is always hopping around the timeline. That's his whole thing. We see him visiting Dr. Petrov, who is working on this brand new book that he's writing, and he says, you gotta stop writing that. I need you to come with me on this like whole week of a journey, just letting him know what Kang's life is like, because Dr. Petrov was in the present working on this book where he's writing about how Doom is the ultimate villain, like the greatest man of all time or something, and Kang wants to prove him wrong. He's telling Dr. Petrov to come with him on this journey and let him know what Kang's motivation is, why he's the greatest villain of all time, and why he's greater than Doom. Wasn't quite what I was expecting. I was really expecting more of just a straightforward look at the future of the Marvel Universe, and we really only got 2 pages where we actually saw previews of that. Instead, it was more of just a study on Kang and him hopping around the timeline. I did want to focus on this last page that we saw on this issue. Of course, we got like a couple pages saying which new series you need to buy, which ones are the most important to the future of the Marvel Universe, but then on the final page it said Judgment Day is coming, and then we saw the logos for Avengers, X-Men, and Eternals. There's going to be some sort of really huge crossover starting in 2022. At some point, it's got to be April and beyond, because we haven't had those months solicited yet, but some sort of crossover between all 3 of those series, that will be insane. Who knows if Jed MacKay is going to write it? it. Who knows if it's going to be like all of these different writers from all of these ongoing series coming together to write something, and we don't really know if the event is actually going to be called Judgment Day, or if that's just a preview for whatever else is coming up. But for these single issue reviews, I always give you guys something out of 10 to close off the video. For this issue specifically, I'm going to be giving it a 7 out of 10. I know that might not sound like it's very good. It was just that this really didn't end up living up to what I thought it was going to be. Like I said, it was more just a focus on Kang, a focus on Dr. Petrov and his like philosophical writing and stuff. That's just not really the type of comic I want to read for like this one shot that's ending off 2021 and starting 2022. Like I said, I did still enjoy it. Good writing, good artwork. It just wasn't what I was expecting, so that's why I'm docking the 3 points off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my review of Timeless issue number 1. If you got some good information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to click that subscribe button. That's that big red button which is sitting right below this video. You can also hit that notifications bell which is sitting right next to it. You'll be notified every single time I post a new video if you don't want to miss any. So that's everything from me for today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye guys.